Hey, it's Daniel, and welcome back to another S&G bookkeeping tutorial. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can successfully import data into QBO, whether you're tracking your information on an Excel sheet or a different form of CSV. You could easily import that into QBO to save you a ton of time and getting that stuff in manually. Now, before we jump into the tutorial, just a quick reminder that we are still offering a free 2-hour complete personalized walkthrough where we explain and go over everything that your business is currently struggling with in terms of QBO. Now, Arthur's going to take us through the tutorial.
So if you've been tracking your customers, products, services, etc. on an Excel sheet or Google Sheet, and you want to import that data into QuickBooks Online without having to manually type all of that in, let me show you how you can easily import those lists and have QuickBooks automatically input all of that data for you. So once you log into QuickBooks Online, come up here to this top left-hand side, and let's say we want to import some products or services. You would just click on Sales and then go to this Products and Services tab at the top. Typically, you just press on New and then select the specific thing that you're trying to add, an inventory item, non-inventory service, or bundle, and enter in all of that information. But you can also click on this down arrow right here and press Import. And what it'll do is it'll give you, for example, if you're using an Excel file, you could download a sample file to see how you should organize your data. Or if you're using a Google Sheet, you can preview a sample just to show you what your headings should be like. Take a look at that and organize it based on that. So I already downloaded a sample file, so I'll just use that as an example. But the sample file is very similar to this sample from the Google Sheet. You just organize your headings as QuickBooks instructs you to. So let's use that and press next. And QuickBooks automatically, since this is the sample file that I just downloaded, it already matches the fields that we need. If you, for example, if you didn't have a product, you only did services for your business, maybe your field would just be called service name, and you could actually match it. So instead of product service, it'll just be service name, and QuickBooks would probably pick that up. But if you have some slight discrepancies in the naming, you could manage that yourself and pick out which of your fields actually match the QuickBooks Online field. Once you're good to go with that and you've got all of these matched, press next, and you can finally import this data. Just finally make sure that all of this information is correct, such as the quantity, for example. It's red because it's 0. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but just make sure all this information is correct and press import. Now this probably isn't going to work because this is the sample file as I mentioned previously, but let's just back out of that. And all of that information would be entered into here, just imported right here. But you can do the same exact thing with customers and leads. You would just go to customers in the customer section, click on the customers tab, and click on this arrow on the right, and you can import customers same way with an Excel file or Google Sheet. So I hope this helps you speed up the process of importing whatever information you need to import into QuickBooks Online and helps you be a little bit more productive. Thank you for watching.